13 Most Amazing and Unusual Houses in the World. 13. Slide House in Japan. It may look like an ordinary, modern 3-story home with just over 1,700 square feet, but inside this house in Japan has a conventional staircase on one side of the home, and a not-so-conventional slide you can alternatively use on the other side of the home. 12. Transparent House, Japan. Inspired by our ancient predecessors, who inhabited trees, this completely transparent house not in Japan offers you a lot of daylight, but not much privacy. 11. The Upside Down House, Szymbork, Poland. Polish businessman and philanthropist Daniel Sapski built the Upside Down House as a statement about the communist era and the end of the world. It took 114 days to build because the workers were so disoriented by the angles of the walls. It certainly attracts its fair share of tourists to the tiny village of Szymbork, who often become dizzy and seasick after just a few moments inside. 10. Crooked House, Sopot, Poland. From Poland comes another interesting building, the Crooked House. The design was inspired by the drawings of Polish artists Jan Marcin Zencer and Bredalberg, which have a whimsical and Dali-esque feel. It's not actually a house, it's part of a shopping complex. But, it's very cool all the same, with its surreal angles and blue-green glass. 9. World's Slimmest House, Poland. The Carrot House, inserted between two existing buildings, measures only from 92 to 152 centimeters in width. 8. Skateboard House, USA. The skateboard house allows you to skate on all the surfaces, both in and outdoors, and was planned to be built in Malibu. 7. Dick Clark's Flintstones-inspired home, USA. This real-world version of the Flintstones home has 1 bedroom and 2 bathrooms, a fireplace and several large glass windows offering views of city lights and sunsets as well as Serrano Valley, the Bonny Mountains, the Channel Islands and the Pacific Ocean. 6. Giant Seashell House, Mexico. Inspired by the work of Gaudi and Frank Lloyd Wright, a young family with 2 kids in Mexico City had a seashell-shaped house built for them. Designed by Architecture Organica. 5. The Hobbit House in Wales. This house sure makes for some delightful photographs, making it less of a surprise that a photographer is responsible for creating this house. With some help from his father-in-law, he was able to build this house using all natural materials and only $5,200. His goal was to create a living space that resembled the Lord of the Rings for he and his family to live. Within 4 short months the dream was a reality. 4. Inversion House, Houston, Texas. When 2 old studio buildings owned by the Art League in Houston were set to be demolished, they decided to take the opportunity to turn them into a temporary art installation. Artists Dan Hovell and Dean Ruck sculpturally altered the 2 buildings, peeling off the exterior siding of the front building to simulate the appearance of a funnel-like vortex. The opening was actually a tiny hallway, only kids could fit through it, that passed through the 2 structures and emptied out into an adjacent courtyard. 3. Toilet-shaped house, Suwon, South Korea. The world's one and only toilet-shaped house was built to mark the launch of the World Toilet Association, a campaign for more sanitary restrooms worldwide. Sim Jae-duk, nicknamed Mayor Toilet, had the 4,508 square foot concrete and glass structure built in his native city of Suwon, South Korea. At the center of the home is a glass-walled showcase loo that produces mist to make users feel more secure. Sim, who was born into a toilet and has made clean restrooms his life's work, now lives in the home. 2. Shoe House, South Africa. The Shoe House of South Africa is the work of artist and hotelier Ron Van Zyl, who built it for his wife Yvonne in 1990. The Shoe House is a little museum of sorts, showcasing Van Zyl's wood carvings. The shoe is part of a complex that includes an 8-chalet guest house, campsite, restaurant, pool and bar. 1. Space House, Signal Mountain, Tennessee. The Space House in Signal Mountain, Tennessee was built by Curtis King and his sons in the 1970s and is quite a draw for curiosity seekers in the area, who have been filing by and taking photos for decades. 6 concrete support pillars look like landing gear beneath the main part of the building. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.